Welcome to the College Football Playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story, the last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Well, we've seen this from this defense all year long, the ability to stop the run, and they get things started here on this first play of the game with being stout up front.
Second down after that previous play. Powers through. Solid run. They'll bring it back at the 28-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
In this opening possession, they'll face a 3rd down and 5. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The offense stays on the field in this opening drive. They'll go for it in their own territory. Direct snap to the back. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he's got it again. The gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackled immediately, but not before he gets the ball inside the 20.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
And the Tar Heels with 1st and 10 here. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, North Carolina.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Second down play coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. State offense goes back on the field. Remember, last time they were on a fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He'll take a deep shot here. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Mountaineers. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. It's a toss play to the right. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. Using his legs here.
Ah, this is great. This is what the great ones do. Uses his legs to buy a little bit more time rolling to his left, and at one point, he flipped the switch from passer to runner. Got a pretty good gain out of it, too.
Backs lined up on either side of the quarterback. Send the back in motion. He'll hand it off. Tackle, but first down.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
And the Tar Heels will line up on 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back, looking to throw it deep. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Tar Heels line up with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied at 7.
They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Looking to score, they'll win it to the right side. And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
They come up 2 yards from the goal line. Can they punch it in here on 3rd down? Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team.
And the Appalachian State offense will take over 1st and 10.
So the Appalachian State offense is back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire...
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Here's the 2nd down play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run here, taking a deep shot. He grabs it inside the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The defense backed up against their own end zone. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, App State. Lining up to try the extra point. And it's up and good.
The extra point is good. That ties the game.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Set to kick it away.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. On first down, it's play action. Quarterback escapes the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Keeping it on the ground here. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Third down, out of the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, that's an incompletion. That'll bring up fourth down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Trying to extend the play. They'll try a pass here. And it's incomplete on fourth down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
The App State offense goes back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. No huddle here for the offense. As the first down and more. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it from the gun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout, North Carolina.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Fights back to the line of scrimmage. Avoids the safety, but nothing more. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So it's 2nd and 10 from their own 1. Important to get some yards here. They don't want to have to face 3rd and long or punt from this position. Backed up at the 1. He's going to throw it. Snags the quick throw. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And the Tar Heels have 1st and 10 here. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So the Appalachian State offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be 2nd down now.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. The pass rush closing in. And the junior gets home, making a sack there. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points here before halftime. And that is no good. So in the 2nd quarter of play, this game remains tied.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. Off the play fake on 1st down. Here's the throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Tried for a big play there as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They get the second half started with their running play. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a wall. And it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's escaping the pocket now. After a lot of time to scan the field, fires this one to the right. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the Tar Heels will have to kick this away. And finally, we have a punt, the first of the game for either team. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the coverage team finally gets him, but a great return. You can see the elusive speed from the return man. State offense goes back on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 15. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Running back grabs it on the screen. And he never had a chance. Tackled in the backfield.
Well, the defense does such a good job at taking any threat downfield away. All he could do was throw it to his back, and loss of yards. Now you're behind the sticks.
Important 2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. Oh, that one's picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Back's got him on the pitch. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Caught in the backfield. It's Miranda. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. They go with a direct snap. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
And that run produces a decent gain.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And the coverage team lets the ball roll dead.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
The North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
No gain on the play. 4th down coming up. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Grab behind the line. It's Miranda. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Handoff to the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Now it's second down here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's fourth down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
And the Tar Heels lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch hauled in here over the middle.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the back now goes in motion. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Kick is up and no good. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
The App State offense goes back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. Getting set. Here's second down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. One of the biggest plays they've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. We've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Pressure moment for the quarterback. We'll see if he can stay calm and collected. Down a score late in the game. And he'll drop back here on third down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Down by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. Fourth down. Fourth quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
And here comes those throwing an offense back out onto the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second and long, but you figure they'll run the ball here to work the clock. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the quarterback just kneels down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that previous play. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. This is important, a chance to extend the lead here in the final quarter. He knocks this one right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
After extending the lead with a field goal, they'll kick it off now, trying to make the offense go a long way to win it. Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded by one of the up men. Tackle is made at the 35. Good job by the kick returner that time. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
The pocket breaking down. And that last pass falls incomplete. That will do it. Game over. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.